his career wanted to give Leonard. Now you've got to guard him beyond the arc.
Pass to Smart. Down low. 4 on the clock. Strus's shot is off. And we're about a minute into the first. Daniels. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. We talked about their defensive game plan for Giannis, and he told me the best way to guard Giannis is to keep him out of the paint and force him to be a jump shooter. The only problem is no one's figured out how to do that consistently. Giannis always seems to find a way to impose his will. Back to you, BA.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Now here's Smart. Pass to Dort. To the paint. Edey with a defensive effort.
He's as surprised as we are. Most.
Oh, hey, how about big time right there? Big time.
Woo.
Very few players have the combination of power and athleticism that Kawhi has. Electric.
You think back to the prime years of Kawhi Leonard, Clark. He was absolutely dominant.
Yeah, he really was. I mean, so few wings could dominate the way Kawhi did when he was healthy and in his prime. I mean, he could score at all 3 levels, especially in that mid-range game. Absolutely lethal. And then defensively, he was a stopper. He would just turn people's water off. In his peak, he was as good as any two-way player we've had in the league.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game. Back to Strus. Over Leonard. Strus's shot is off.
1 for 5 out there, but no worries. Just keep attacking.
Leonard looking around. Pass to Edey. There's a screen. Tries it from the top of the key. Leonard can't get it to go.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Dort's shot is good.
Dort has really improved this part of his game. Would love to see him shoot more often from out there.
Here's Daniels. Tries again. Shakes him. And it's Edey missing.
He took it up strong, but the defense was ready for it.
Pass to Strus. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. It's Dort on the wing. Back to Antetokounmpo. Outside Strus. Good! And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
Yeah, a gifted passer. Antetokounmpo has won multiple MVPs for his all-around game.
Daniels misses.
Well, he certainly hit some turbulence here, trying to get it cranked back up.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
So much fun to have Leonard operating in the open floor.
Smart right side. Antetokounmpo up top. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Number 23, Lauri Markkanen.
Here's Antetokounmpo. No points yet. Outside Strus. He buries it from 3.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Pass to Leonard. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Dort's shot is good.
3 points.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Now here's Daniels, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Now Leonard. Will it go? Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Now here's Daniels. Softly drops in the floater. Daniels has got his second bucket on the night.
That's the finesse part of his game right there. Lofting in that little teardrop.
And so the first quarter is in the books. They're up by 5. And we'll get
16.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Antetokounmpo flying high for the follow.
Boy, extra effort by Giannis, the multi-time MVP. He's just built a little differently.
Daniels misses. Stolen by Daniels. Here we go. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And he misses all 3. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Guys, when you compare against last year, I mean, this season has been a pretty painful drop-off in his free throw numbers. I mean, he's not making the key chances he's getting at the foul line.
Back to Antetokounmpo. They set the pick. Outside Strus. Shot clock at 6. The offensive rebound. And there's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, he just couldn't get out of his own way there. I like the aggressiveness, but that's his second foul.
Now Antetokounmpo. Outside Strus. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Brian, back to you.
It sure does. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Outside Strus. It's stolen by Daniels. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And leaking out well in transition. Man, I like seeing Daniels get rewarded for hustling. Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Pass to Leonard. To the middle. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Hey, look at Pirtle. Making it look easy, dropping the hammer down on the defense.
And the dunk by Pirtle.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
I like watching Smart get it done inside. He is such a fearless competitor.
Leonard outside. Over Dort. Pass to Leonard. 5 on the clock. Back to Pirtle. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge. Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So both teams changing it up here. Van Vliet with it. Marking it outside. Back to Van Vliet. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation.
3-second violation. Away team ball.
Free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family.
Dort for 3. That one's off, and now he's 3 for 6.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside. But he can't get it going here. And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pass.
Yes! Markkanen from deep.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Here's Garland. Uses the glass on the layup. Garland's got his second basket on the night.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
To the inside. Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Leonard bounces off the floor fast, and when he throws it down, you can feel that force.
Antetokounmpo can't connect.
Not the best shooting night for him, but luckily his teammates have picked him up.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
And the foul called on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul of the game.
Fourth team foul.
We've got 33 seconds left in the second period. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Antetokounmpo. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He's found his game in this second quarter, looking very assertive now.
And the shot is good by Garland.
The pull-up is lethal for guys like Garland. Just one of the fast guards in our league.
Markkanen outside. It's stolen by Leonard. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Up 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And here is Antetokounmpo. In close, Antetokounmpo delivers.
Look, we know Giannis can get it done inside. Defense will have to try much harder to stop him in there.
Picked by Pirtle from the high post. Clock at 4. Daniels with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
A tight game here in Milwaukee. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks at Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. Back to Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo is doubled. Oh, nice! Oh, big finish! Man! Great game for him. Double-double now.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
Leonard outside. Inside. Oh, deflected. And stolen by Antetokounmpo.
Really amazing. Absolutely astonishing Antetokounmpo is on defense. I mean, he's disruptive wherever he is on the floor defensively.
Screen by Leonard. Here's Garland. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. Giannis going downhill. On the wing, Strus. Markkanen outside. And foul called on Dyson Daniels. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 10. Clock is at 3.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
You can tell Dort keeps his options open when he has the ball. He'll set up another guy if he can.
Screen by Leonard. Here's Daniels. Here's Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Pass to Strus. Here's Markkanen. Covered by Johnson. Antetokounmpo surveys. Outside Strus. No good on the triple. Kawhi finishes inside. So good at the rim.
Another big night in the career of Kawhi. What a devastating player he is. Fun to watch, too.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. And it's Antetokounmpo off the drive.
And Antetokounmpo is just a blur. I mean, I don't know how a 7-foot guy with that wingspan and all legs and arms can be a blur, but man, he's like a lightning bolt when he gets room to roll to the basket.
Out to Leonard. Daniels outside. Basket's good. Daniels just got 8.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
There's a minute 54 left in the third quarter. Markkanen misses. Pass to Edey. It's stolen by Smart. Dort outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. The strong finish by Giannis.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, BA. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and of course, controlling the boards.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Here's the three. Rebounded by Daniels. Pass to Leonard for the lead. Outside Johnson. Wallace misses. It's Markkanen on the wing. Launches it. Leonard pulls down the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Wallace. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line. Usually, free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Melton. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows it.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Here's Daniels. Give him 8 points now. On the wing, Daniels. For the tie. That shot missing. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Up by 2. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter
41.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what J.J. Redick was saying to the team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
Appreciate the report, Allie. 5 to shoot. Back to Leonard to take the lead. Smart grabs the miss. Here's Dort. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
And Dort just wanting that basket more than anyone else. Give him credit for out-hustling everyone.
Substitution for the away team. Number 23, Lauri Markkanen.
Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
And the three off target.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
Oh, got that one up quick. Wallace has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
And it's Smart missing. Daniels outside. Leonard outside. Daniels outside. Drives to the hoop. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Tons of first step quickness from Daniels.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Marketed from long range. The rebound by Edey.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Dort for three. The shot, no good. Leonard, left side. The kick out to Johnson. Now Edey. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Pass to Strus. Back to Antetokounmpo. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And that's 18 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Doubled by Strus. Leonard for three. And that three is knocked down by Kawhi.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
In the corner, Smart. Now Markkanen. Antetokounmpo outside. And he slams it down.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Now Johnson. Edey. Cleared away by Dort. In the corner, Smart. Outside Dort. Now Strus. Outside Dort. He launches. Knocks down the trifecta.
Tenacious stuff from Dort. I mean, he knows the situation and is dead set on getting them a bucket.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the game. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play. Oh, couldn't have asked for a more hotly contested game.
These teams have swapped the lead 8 times. I believe it's coming down to the wire.
And they're running. Here's Leonard. Dort with a steal. Now Antetokounmpo. Giannis soars in for the fast break finish.
It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor, covering up so much ground with those long strides.
Puts it up from 17. Antetokounmpo with a rebound. Strus outside. Yes, sir, it's good.
Antetokounmpo, nice pass there. Good at finding his open teammates.
Daniels up top. Here's Leonard. And they call an illegal screen here.
And the over and back call is just a loss of focus.
Yeah, clearly an unforced mistake there. You got to keep your head in the game and tighten that handle.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Strus outside. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, as they'll call it. Boy, it's a scary sight when Kawhi Leonard starts lighting it up like this.
They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless. And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They played the villains.